Well, I want to talk about type 2 diabetes today. Makes up 98% of the diabetic population. It's a simple nutritional deficiency disease. It's not genetic in any way, shape, or form, although medical doctors will tell you that it is genetic. There's not much you can do but manage it. That's an absolute bald-faced lie. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and assume that they're ignorant. Because if they know what I'm about to tell you, and they continue to tell you that it's a genetic disease, they should be put in jail for, yes, you got it, insurance fraud. Because they're billing your insurance company for something that is preventable and reversible. People say to me, I've got everybody in my family's got type 2 diabetes. Well, it's not genetic. It's a simple nutritional deficiency. And by proper supplementation, I can legally say you can support and promote maintenance and repair of the metabolism of your carbohydrates and fats and sugar at the cellular level. You can support and promote healthy blood sugar levels, right? Now, elevated blood sugar is not diabetes. It's a symptom of diabetes. And so you can do a pretty good job of managing your blood sugar and keeping it down, below 100 with medications. But you're still going to go blind. You'll still get your feet and legs amputated. You'll still die 10, 15, 20 years early because diabetes is a much deeper problem that has other, manifestations. So it's a simple nutritional deficiency disease, and I never like to cherry pick nutrients because they all are sort of intermeshed like a spider web. Out there in the morning, you see the dew on the spider web. You pull one strand of the spider web, and the dew falls off of all the strands of the spider web. It's a very simple disease, and of course, I do like people to dampen down their inflammatory foods. You got to stay away from fried foods. Got to stay away from processed meats with nitrates and nitrites. Got to stay away from oils. It means margarines, mayonnaise, salad dressings, cooking oils. I don't care if it's extra, virgin olive oil or coconut oil. You got to stay away from it because it inflames the cell surfaces. And the cells lose their ability to recognize the language or the communication from insulin. That's part of the problem. When you have type 2 diabetes, you got to help support a recommunication between the cell walls and the insulin. People with type 2 diabetes oftentimes will make as much as 10 times more insulin than a non-diabetic. So it's not a lack of insulin. It's a lack of communication between the insulin they make and the cell walls. So we got to eliminate that inflammation that causes damage to the cell walls. Then, of course, there's a certain percentage of people who will also have gluten intolerance. So according to Mayo Clinic, something like 30% of Americans, one-third of Americans, 115 million Americans are gluten intolerant. So let's say in your area where you live, there's very little of these minerals that are necessary to prevent and promote healthy blood sugar levels and promote healthy metabolism of carbohydrates and fats and sugars at the cellular level. Let's say you only have 10% of the minimum daily requirement of these minerals and other nutrients in the soil in your area. Without supplementation, you're not going to get up to 100%. So let's say you get 10, 15, 20%, and not enough for you just to die suddenly, but because these nutrients are also necessary for healthy heart function. But let's say then you don't supplement. Well, you're only going to get 10% of these nutrients you need to, again, support healthy blood sugar levels, to support healthy metabolism of carbohydrates, fats, and sugars at the cellular level. So let's say you supplement. You're guaranteeing you're going to get these things that you need in optimal amounts, like we do in dog food. I mean, why don't you at least supplement your diet to the point where we've done dogs? We've eliminated type 2 diabetes in livestock and laboratory animals and pet animals with nutrition. And this is not a new thing. Okay, this has been around a long time. And we're talking 56 years. We've known this for 56 years, that type 2 diabetes is totally preventable and totally reversible through a dietary change and nutritional supplementation. So I urge you to get a hold of that book, Hell's Kitchen. And the book, Hell's Kitchen, will cover what to do about it once you're diagnosed with it, or be like me. And guess what? I don't have any blood sugar problems. I don't have any diabetes. I don't have obesity problems. I don't have high blood pressure problems. I don't have any problems. And I've been taking the 90 essential nutrients twice a day since I was 9 years old. Certainly not in the forms we have it now, but it was the 90 essential nutrients back in the day, 65 years ago. And if everybody in America were like me and take the 90 essential nutrients, the Youngevity program, if everybody were to take the 90 for Life program, the medical system would be very humble, okay, because I've done a few autopsies on medical doctors, but I haven't visited one with me being the patient. So, what can I say? I urge you, again, to contact your Youngevity associate and say, okay, I need that healthy blood sugar pack. I weigh 200 pounds, so I need 2 of those per month. I'm going to adjust my diet, like Dr. Wallach said. I will take my fasting blood sugar before I medicate myself every morning so I don't throw myself into insulin shock, because Dr. Wallach assures me that my blood sugar will drop, my A1C hemoglobin will drop and come under control, and that if I do have some complications such as lack of circulation, gangrenous toes and feet and that sort of thing, he may even be able to help me there. And so I'm going to get going here, but I need, since I weigh 185 pounds, I need to take enough of the healthy blood sugar packs for a 200-pound person. I'm going to take 2 of those per month, clean up my diet, and I'm going to monitor my fasting blood sugar every morning before I medicate myself. And I'm going to call Dr. Wallach every 2 weeks, and I'm going to tell him either a progress report or a lack of progress report. And we'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Youngevity Way after these messages.
When those aches and pains in your knees, elbows, hands, shoulders, and back crop up, reach for Youngevity's CM Cream. Put CM Cream on a Q-tip and put it in your ear canal for relief from headaches and sinus pressure. A topical temporary relief from minor aches and pains of muscles and joints associated with arthritis, strains, sprains, and simple backaches. Why take aspirin or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs that can cause stomach bleeding and liver damage? Just apply CM Cream liberally to the affected areas, and within 20 minutes or so, you'll have relief from those nagging minor aches and pains. You'll feel better for up to 4 to 5 hours. So the next time you have achy joints or muscles, do what I do. Reach for CM Cream for relief and for